This is a WITC Learning Commons video. This video is on APA formatting 6th edition, and this one will cover how to do your citations and references. First off, there are way too many examples to show them all in this video. So, for a good run-through on all the different rules and examples, you can go to apastyle.org or check out Purdue's online writing lab. You can also come down to Learning Commons and check out the APA manual for 6th edition. Here are a few terms you'll need to know before we get started. Periodicals are publications that are published on a set schedule. Examples of this would be journals, magazines, and newspapers. Company newsletters or organizational flyers could also be considered periodicals, as long as they are published regularly on a schedule. For books and reference materials, books can be fiction or nonfiction, and reference materials are like encyclopedias or dictionaries. And the last area that we are going to talk about in this video is audio-visual media. This would be motion pictures, television programs, radio shows, and podcasts, and similar things along those lines. Let's start off by talking a little bit about periodicals. Now, this is just going to be a general reference form, meaning this is how all periodicals are cited, but depending on individual type of periodical, it may be slightly different. So first, you'll need to start with listing the last name, and the first name initial and middle name initial of the author, and you would do this for up to 6 authors. After that, things change a little bit. Following the author's name, you will need to have the year the article was published, title of the article, not italicized, and the title of the periodical, and that part is italicized. Following that, you have to have the volume, and then in parentheses you have the number. And at the very end, you have the page number where the article starts in the journal, and the page number where the article ends in the journal. Like I said, these are just the basics, a general form, but if you would like more specific examples to individual types of articles, you can go to apastyle.org. This is APA's own website, and you can see all the different rules and definitions for the different types of journal articles to cite. A great follow-up resource that has a lot of examples would be Purdue's online writing lab, and their website is owl.english.purdue.edu/OWL. Moving on to books and reference materials, doing the same general form that we just did for the articles. For books, you need to first start with the author's last name, then their first name and middle name initials, followed by the year the book was published. You then have to have the title of the book italicized, followed by the location of the publisher and the publisher's name. Now, the location is both the city and the state. So to do this, you type the city, then you can capitalize the 2-letter abbreviation for the state. Basically, it's the same as if you were going to be addressing an envelope. Now, if you retrieve the book from online, everything in the beginning is the same with the author and the year, italicized title of the book, but rather than the location and publisher, you list the website you retrieved it from. Now, you don't have to cite the entire book, especially if you are using reference material. You can cite a particular chapter. To do this, you need to have the author of the book, again with their last name, followed by first name and middle name initials, then the year the book was published, and followed by the title of the individual chapter. The title of the chapter is not italicized. Following this, if the book has an editor, list the editor. Then you need to have the title of the book italicized, followed by the first page number of the chapter and the last page number. Then at the end, you will need to have the publisher location and name. Again, location is both city and state. And just like a book, if you are retrieving this material from online, rather than listing the publisher, you list the website you retrieved it from. Pop on to apastyle.org to get APA examples and rules. Otherwise, you can hop over to Purdue's Online Writing Lab for a bunch of APA examples. Their website is owl.english.purdue.edu/OWL. Last, I'm going to talk about audio-visual materials. For film or video, there is no author, so you are going to start with the producer. You first have the producer's last name, and then you need their first name and middle name initials. And then in parentheses, list them as the producer. After the producer, you list the director. For that, you have their last name, followed by their first and middle name initials, and in parentheses, you need to have director. After those, you have the year the film was made, and then you have the title of the motion picture italicized, followed by the type. This would be if it's a motion picture, DVD, podcast, TV show, or something like that. Finally, you need to have the country of origin and the name of the studio that produced the video. For a music recording, you start out with the writer, the person who actually wrote the song, followed by the copyright year, then the title of the song not italicized. You need to have recorded by, and then list the artist that actually recorded the song. Following that, you will have the album where the song can be found. I know songs can be found on multiple albums, but you just want to use the name of the album that you got the song from. And then name of the album should be italicized. Now, just like the type for film, you need to have the type of recording it is. This could be a CD, a cassette, a record, a tape, or anything like that. And you'll need to have the label, name, and location. The label being the company that produced the CD. At the very end, you need to have put the recording date. Now, this is just a general reference form, like the rest of them. For individual rules, you can pop on to apastyle.org, or for some follow-up, you can go to Purdue's Online Writing Lab at owl.english.purdue.edu/OWL. If you have any follow-up questions, you can take a look at our APA guide at www.witc.edu/library/APA. You can also check out our training videos page for other helpful videos, and you can stop into the Learning Commons on your local campus or visit us online at www.witc.edu/commons.